We sailed with the MSC Yacht Club. Was it as spectacular as they claim? Let's talk about it. My wife and I are veterans of 5 cruises so far, ranging from the Bahamas to Spain. And we've traveled several lines so far, of which Virgin is our favorite. If you want to know why, see this video up here. Well, this extremely short adventure took us back to the Bahamas, where we stopped at Nassau and the MSC's private island. I think it's called Ocean Cay. Did I pronounce that right? Nassau? Don't know. Oh well, okay. Moving on. We were excited about this cruise for 2 reasons. First, this is a new cruise line for us, so we can expand our horizons on different lines. It's kind of important for a travel channel. Second, we called a deal and decided to try their yacht club experience. So here's what we thought. Initially, we were excited because this was the first time we tried the upper tier of cruising. You know, we traveled luxury before by plane, getting in first class, but overseas, we tend to do the basics, right, with a few upgrades. We may spring for like the balcony, the Wi-Fi, drink package, but this time we would see what the big boys live like. First impression, we arrived at the port and the Uber driver gave us our bags. The baggage guy started the process of trying to get our bags so he can get us to tip them. I don't have a problem with this, but it is what it is. As soon as we said we were Yacht Club, he didn't even bother. He just kind of stopped. He just pointed over to where the blue awning was for the Yacht Club and said, you go that direction. We looked over there, we saw people sitting there waiting to take our bags, saw some drinks. It was really nice. We went over and we were simply directed around all the traffic. That was awesome. They gave us our bands, our ship cards, explained how things work, and things were definitely looking great. All the way until we got to the area where we had to wait with the other Yacht Club members. Here we were required to wait until they had enough of us so that one butler could escort us all the way onto the ship. This is a valuable service because we got to cut the lines and go directly to our rooms, but the logistics of it definitely didn't feel like Yacht Club experience. There were about 20 of us total, all following this extremely soft-spoken individual through a rolling, bustling crowd. Some of us had strollers and small children. We were constantly getting separated, having to wait in random areas. It would have been much better with maybe 2 or 3 butlers, one to lead, one in the middle and one in the end to catch up people in the rear. And for goodness sakes, please raise your voices. Carry a bullhorn. However you do it, people need to hear you over that din. So if you're still watching, please hit the like and subscribe. I wouldn't ask, but the algorithm, Once we finally got to the room, we weren't disappointed. The room was extremely nice. This was definitely the biggest room we'd had so far. On Virgin, we usually ended up with a big room, but the bathrooms had been really tight and small, like short and small. This room had space. There was a sleeping area, a living room area, a large balcony, and the bathroom was awesome. The shower had enough space for both of us to fit and even had a little seating area. The balcony was nice too. 2 chairs and a table, though it lacked the hammock that my wife had gotten used to on Virgin. The bed was comfortable and I slept like a log most nights. Enough said on that. The food, get the pizza. It's really good. Every kind we had was awesome. Unfortunately, the Yacht Club restaurant where our meals were served was kind of bland. The food sounded good. The food looked good. The food tasted bland. So I say again, get the pizza. Or you can go to one of the restaurants. We were only cruising this time for about 3 days, so we only went to one seafood restaurant. That place was awesome. The food sounded good, the food looked good, the food tasted awesome. I know the Yacht Club is expensive already, but I highly recommend you splurge and go to the restaurants. As for the amenities that come with the Yacht Club, internet, loved it. We each got 2 devices and it was plenty fast to do everything I needed. Drink package, loved it. We don't drink a lot, but the drinks were definitely not watered down and there was a lot of options. Butlers, loved it. We were a little worried at first that they would be somewhat intrusive, but they really weren't. They were helpful, knowledgeable, and always available. I do wish they spoke louder at times though, because like I said earlier, you need to be able to hear them. The butlers cleaned their rooms 3 times a day. They made restaurant reservations for us when we asked. They escorted us off the ship, making that process easier. Of course, they handled our bags for us as well. Butlers were the best. The Yacht Club restaurants. Special seating at the shows? Meh. The seating is way in the back, which I guess could be useful if you want to be far away and the show is so packed that there are no seats. The show we went to, there were plenty of seats up front. Why not have a row or two front and center, maybe a couple rows back, whatever, set for the yacht club? It would make more sense to me. Special beaches at Ocean Cay. Loved it. We had space, we had umbrellas, we had drinks. We were driven to and from the ship in golf carts. No complaints. The food that was served on the restaurant at the beach was really good. Yacht club parties on deck, loved it. We had a blast. We enjoyed kind of being away from all the hustle and bustle on the rest of the ship. Now, don't get me wrong, we do like to get down, have fun, but it's also nice to have a place where you can retreat and have some peace and space. Priority elevators, loved it. If we came up with a butler and their band took an elevator that people were waiting for, we did feel a little guilty, but the convenience was really awesome. It's a genius system for today's time, really. Think, during COVID, where people may be scared to share an elevator with a total stranger, you just scan your band, you pick your floor outside of the elevator. There are no buttons inside to add different floors. You call the elevator, it tells you which of the doors you stand by, A through D, and once you get in, it takes you directly to your floor. There's no stopping to pick somebody up, there's no changing. Once I got used to it, I was wondering why everyone doesn't do this. Did I say get the pizza? The mini bar. The first round is free, that's awesome. The fruit juice and water in the waiting areas, that's awesome. So, with all that, here's the big question. Was the yacht club worth it? Currently, you can book a 3-night Bahama cruise in about 2 weeks for around $600 for 2 people. The yacht club experience on that same cruise would cost you probably around $1,800 for the same 2 people. Now that's a $1,200 difference, but don't forget, you're getting drink packages, bigger rooms, balcony, Wi-Fi. These things will bring the two much closer. Plus, as a yacht club sailor, you also get to use all the regular amenities as well. So bottom line, if you want to elevate a bit on your next cruise, this could be for you. You know, I still recommend trying the restaurants for dinner. Otherwise, I think it's a phenomenal deal. If you got any value from this video at all, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel immensely. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you in the future.